I want to do some 4 Against Darkness. Just simple, basic, and then of course come back to Note Quest, but I want to be able to show all these things off.
Oh, come now. There's a time to knuckle down and reap some souls.
Well, howdy, Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. It is Halloween today. My nose keeps itching. Yay. It is raining outside. It was raining last night. I got soaked in my feet. My shoes were just like, I gone, taking a shower in them when I got home. And I slept better than I did the night prior last night, but it wasn't wonderful, so I'm still pretty tired. Thumbs up on that. At least, though, I am still alive. My pets are doing okay. Okay. Ghost is still wandering around, still doing stuff, breathing a little better, but he gets a little excited, and he immediately starts snuffing and snurfing and gasping and such, so... Still though, front-loading of videos. Hey, if you could toss me a like, that'd be very cool. If you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be awesome. If you could leave me a comment, even for the algorithm, that would be double plus good. And I would like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These literally beautiful and literally awesome people who are, in fact, literally beautiful and literally awesome. Without their help, I and my pets would be hosed like Christmas monkeys. And trust me, that is no way to be hosed. If you'd like to help me and my pets stay alive, I do have links to a Patreon in the video description, links to a PayPal for donations, a Amazon wishlist link so that you can check that out, post office box if you wanted to send me anything at all that I'll open up on camera, thumbs up, and front loading of video is over. Yay! Ugh. And there is a very annoying fly in this room. It came in the window yesterday, I think it was, and I have tried my best to get this thing out of here. I don't want to spray poisons, insect poison, because I have spiders in the corner of the room. I have pets that's not good for them to be breathing poison mist. I spend my time in this room. I'm not going to be in good shape if I go breathing poisonous mist. So it's not like I can spray poison. I get the door open, I wave toward the window. I got a fan in the window still so that there's a grill in the way. But it doesn't leave. So joy. So if you see a fly flying around, happy days. Still though, have been surviving, and that's a good thing. Day prior, yesterday, I didn't get much at all done. I wanted to record something for the channel, whether it be a game, video game, or a solo role-playing pencil and paper thing, but I was so time blind from being so tired yesterday. It was just snap, snap, snap. This finger hurts so much, I can't even snap my fingers anymore, and this hand won't. I've never really been able to snap my right, so I have to go snap. So I didn't get much done because time was just... I finished recording, uploaded my video, and it was about 10 o'clock by the time I was done, and then the next thing I knew, it was noon, and I was having some falling asleep issues for a little while. When I woke up again, it was like, whoa, time kept zooming. I'm going, oh, it's around 1 o'clock. Hey, it's around 3 o'clock. Oh, it's around 5. I need to start getting ready for walkies. I need to go for walkies. And I even got done that late. Usually 7 o'clock is the latest I get out to go walkies. It was 7:30. So, joy. So I didn't get much done. I wanted to, but didn't. Hopefully today I'm going to do better. I'm also salivating like crazy around my dentures. The ancient samurai used to have a trick. When you were thirsty and you couldn't get up and drink, and you wouldn't want to because you're on guard and you don't want to have to go move and urinate frequently, you would pop pebbles into your mouth. You salivate around the pebbles, you swallow your saliva, you fool your body into thinking you're drinking. My dentures today are just 2 gigantic pebbles in my mouth that I am just salivating around intensely. And I can't keep these things in to eat. They just, even when they fit well, like I have a soft liner in there so it fits like they're made like a glove. I can't chew. If I chew on this side pops off. It doesn't matter how well they fit, doesn't matter how well they glue them in. If I chew on this side pops off. If I chew in the front, the back pops out. There is no comfortable way to chew, no matter what I do with them. And even if I glue them, it doesn't pop off immediately, but while I'm eating, they move enough that food starts getting underneath them. And my skin is just intensely and insanely delicate. Even a tiny piece of bread getting between my dentures and my gum line, and it is like there is a nail being driven into my gums. And so I got to take them out so I can get that out of there so I can keep eating. So I got to take these things out to eat. But I can't gum my food like others do because I can't get my jaw and my gum lines to meet. If I try to close here, too much strain doesn't happen. Thumbs up. Now that you know too much about my jawline, thumbs up for that. So I do not have a lot on my list. One thing that I want to talk about is a video that I only got about a third of the way through and then started recording. I watched this one fellow called Civvy11. He does a lot of boomer shooter reviews. And one of the boomer shooters, well, retro classic boomer shooters that are coming out right now, there's a game that I did a let's play through on the demo, Cultic. And it's incredible. One person, I didn't even realize that, did all the art, all the sound, all the music, everything. And Civvy11 is just amazed at this, and I was at the time too. He said the tagline should be that for the game is always, wait, there's more. Because there's always more. You can pitch dynamite in the game, and if dynamite gets shot, it blows up. But he showed how he threw some dynamite at some bad guys. Bad guys can throw hatchets. One of the hatchets hit the thrown dynamite as it was arcing toward them, and it knocked the dynamite back at Civvy. Oh my God, there's always more. So yeah, thumbs up for that. And of course, today's Halloween. Yay. So it's a good thing. So I went walkies, soaked feet, came back, went to bed, and that was my day yesterday. Excuse me. What I am hoping to do today is get some recording done of hopefully like one of those solo pencil and paper RPG things. I want to do some 4 Against Darkness. Just simple, basic, and then of course come back to Note Quest, but I want to be able to show all these things off. The editing is not going to be anywhere near as intense as I have been doing. That is just too much, too long. 4 hours to edit a 1 hour video, I can't keep that up. So I've been thinking of, even though I had done like 20 minutes or 40 minutes before, I think it was 20 or so, I don't want to do it short, but I don't want it overly long. So about 30 minutes, and then cut it there, and then do the editing. Not as much editing, it's still going to be just the game, just a lot of not the zoom ins. I'm still going to keep all the sound effects and all. My only issue is I like to have charts put up on the screen. If I talk about a chart, I like to put up the chart. That takes forever to do. Plus, when I finally get to D100 Dungeon, I've mentioned that I have the physical books. I do not have any PDFs for that game. I won't be able to put up a single chart. I'll have to show you in the book. So, hopefully that's not going to be too bad. Yay! Past that, I have just been working on my creative stuff as best as possible with the whole inside-outside Razor's Edge for some clarification, just to try and help things out. There is not, even though the Cryptid setting is a whole part of the whole inside-outside Razor's Edge thing, there is a marked separation between the two. About 2% of the people in the world have the sight for the whole inside-outside Razor's Edge. About 2% of the people out there have the vision, being able to see the cryptid world. In the United States, that's 6 million people, that have the sight, that can travel to the inside and outside. Separately, there are about 6 million people who have cryptid vision. Together, 2% of the cryptid people also have the sight for the inside-outside. 2% of those who have the sight also have cryptid vision. It's a very, very small amount that have both. But it is there. Now, there is cryptid energy on our world because there are one-way doors on our world where this cryptid energy is pouring out. Just like there are one-way doors, and it's like fluid dynamics as it just pours out of these doors. The energy soaks into the earth, and after all this time, has soaked in and just thoroughly inundated the planet down to the core. If it were a liquid, there is enough cryptid energy in this world that, again, if it were a liquid, and we counted the height of mountains as from the center of the planet up to the highest point towards the outside, take the highest peak, and there is about 40 meters more above that of cryptid energy. Again, if it were a liquid, our entire planet would be covered like it was a water planet. There is that much cryptid energy just pouring out of these gates and in use. After everybody is gone, it's going to take about 1 billion years for this energy to finally dissipate. And when it does, that is when the doors to the inside and the razor's edge will finally shut. Won't be locked, won't be sealed, won't be gone. Just shut, so that when the planetary system out here resets and the sun bursts into power again and the planets reform from the accretion disk and we re-evolve on the planet, the door will open again when there is enough intelligence on this side to push it open. And then the energies will start flowing again, the cryptid energy will start bursting through the doors, and everything starts over, just slightly different. History doesn't exactly repeat, but it does rhyme. In that I've mentioned before, our star will be a star after it resets and rebirths and renews. It will be a star that can support life. It will have a Goldilocks zone. It won't be the same. It won't be the same kind of star. It won't have the same Goldilocks zone, but there will be a planet in there that will be capable of supporting life. Life will evolve there. From that life, there will eventually be a branching path that leads to primates, and then we will branch off and we will be here again. Exactly 100% identical to the previous time 15 billion years ago. On the inside and on the razor's edge, we are still there. We will always be there on the inside. It is a 3 billion year cycle on the razor's edge. There is some cryptid energy on the razor's edge. There is none on the inside. If you are a cryptid on the razor's edge, you will feel claustrophobic, tight, asthmatic, hard to breathe, like you're in a small little room. If you live there for the rest of your life, you're going to have a miserable existence. There's only very, very little of the cryptid energy that, if you watch water pouring in pipes, if you have a water here and a pipe coming in and there's water flowing inward, there is some fluid dynamics, backwash of this water flowing upward into the pipe and into the other thing, if it's not too fast, of course. This energy is what leaks into the razor's edge and can support, not really sustain well, but support some life. This is why I have mentioned that there is David Ali Ortega, Daff, who is James Bakir's friend. He's a cryptid, the urban legend, wandering stranger, serial killer type. Only his nature is not to do that. He never even knew he was a cryptid until he was almost 30. But he was 14 when he moved out of the razor's edge, out to here. And he could breathe then. It was, oh my God, freedom. It didn't feel like you were trapped in a balloon buried underground. So there is energy there, just not really a whole lot. But the energy pours out into this world and sustains those that can. Aside from those with the genetic deficiency, where they cannot absorb the cryptid radiation that surrounds the world, and they will starve unless they do something like devour human beings, because the infused meat of the quantum patterning and knotting in our skulls gives off an energy that, if you have a genetic deficiency and cannot absorb cryptid energy, the infused energy in the meat of a human being will give you what you need. So if you're a 13th kind cryptid who is a genetic deficient type individual, you need to eat people to get that energy or you will starve. This is why feral cryptids in our world don't eat human beings. There's not enough human beings out there in the feral world. Very, very few feral cryptids are even humanoid. They're mostly non-human, non-humanoid types. They are fading out and they know it. Their time left on this world is very short. But they have a more deeper understanding that there is a beginning, a middle, and an end to everything. And right now, feral cryptids are in the end part of life. They know their time is limited. They're not okay with it, but they're okay with it. Rural cryptids are changing, having to adapt to a changing rural environment, and a lot of rural cryptids, their children are becoming urban cryptids and moving to urban areas. Urban cryptids are changing rapidly and occasionally violently. New generation cryptids are starting to be more socially aware. Their parents not. Their parents back. So Polly of the new generation, she is socially aware, has reached out and fallen in love with the dark cryptid. She is a light cryptid. This has never happened before. Her parents, Alan and Clausy, they don't act and feel as Polly does. They have no understanding of this newfangled social awareness. Clausy and Alan's parents, they look upon Clausy and Alan like Clausy and Alan look at Polly and the new generation, because their generation, Clausy's parents, they were even more animalistic, because cryptids have lived little better than animals for hundreds of thousands of years. It is only in the past 200 years that the world for the cryptids, like the world for us, has been changing rapidly. So this is what's going on in the world, and this is what I'm trying to talk about and chronicle in this whole cryptid part of the project. So hopefully it's going to work out okay, because it is not a tale of hope. These are broken people, broken individuals, badly broken and savaged by time and just the world, trying to find their place in a rapidly changing world, and they are just blindly reaching out, looking for anything to anchor themselves to. And I've opened up 24 hours by the comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank how many people have left me comments in the past 24 hours. It's never much anymore. And after yesterday, with only one video, son of a gun. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. And even though I count American Sign Language, well. And of course, if you've watched this far, thank you so very much. Nobody forces you. You watch of your own volition. I appreciate that to no end. It is beautiful and awesome, and thank you. I can't remember the stuff that I usually say anymore. So let me call up my Chrome. We have Adrian, FNTES, thumbs up, thank you very much, and happy Halloween. Cocos, thumbs up, thank you very, very much. And that's for the note quest. There will be more, I promise you that. Big T, thumbs up, thank you, and happy Halloween. Jacob Barker, thumbs up, thank you. And Jacob Barker has some very good ideas about how to get ethically sourced human products for cryptid snacks. Very good ideas. Oh, I forgot to talk about candy floss today. Cryptid candy floss. Hopefully I'll remember that tomorrow. Clara, who says, I have no idea, FAZ, O and then a capital L. Flora Mew, thumbs up and thank you. Always good to see you in the comments. Cake, greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for all the comments. I do appreciate that very much. Chris, thumbs up, thank you. And Ghost is still with us, doing sometimes better, sometimes worse. Hopefully he's just not suffering. Ben B, thumbs up, thank you. Greatly appreciated and good to see you. Stephen Blanchard, thank you very, very much. Thumbs up. And yes, I'm going to be doing, hopefully, Far Against Darkness today. Just a quick one. Probably all of us get slaughtered horribly. It's a very deadly game as well. Thumbs up. And thank you, each and every one of you, for the comments in the past 24 hours. It is greatly appreciated. Get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thumbs up. Thank you. Well, hokey smokes. I got stuff that I got to try and get done. Some phone calls I'm hopefully going to make. I need to call the Veterans Administration. They called me, and they have a system where they're not designed for like answering machines or mobile phone boxes. Because when your answering machine answers, they go, hey, if you're the veteran, press 1 now. And then they don't tell me who called. It just hangs up because nobody presses it as an answering machine. So I know somebody from the Veterans Administration called, but I don't know who. So if you can get stuff done, that's very cool. If not, don't beat yourself up. Survival is important. And of course, with all the diseases, please take appropriate precautions for your situation and location. And remember, if you hear the mournful horn of that bus echoing through the fog, it's got your name on it, and you're about to be smeared all over the landscape. It's not going to be pretty, but at least it'll be fast. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing.